So I actually should have started by revision of types of angles. So let's go through the types of angles. Okay, I'm going to give you a name, and I want you guys to tell me what type of angle that is. Oh, advanced, guys, I like that was. Please tell me what type of angle that is. Acute is the first one we have on the screen. Let's see if we remember what type of angle that is. Okay. We have acute, obtuse, reflex, revolution. Okay. Now that we all can see, fabulous. You guys need to tell me what type of angle is acute, obtuse, reflex, revolution, and right angle. How could I forget such important? Hi, Thomas. Welcome, welcome. And we have a right angle. I feel like the right angle is the easiest one to define. How big is a right angle, guys? I saw somewhere that we also do straight angle now. We never did, but I saw it somewhere, so I'm going to include it because I have a feeling you guys are doing it. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we have for me. What type of angle are any of these? So I saw above, someone answered something. Thank you very much. Tando said 90 right angled. So right angle is 90 degrees. Okay, we've answered one. Straight angle is not 90 degrees. Acute is 0 to 80, not quite to 80. Think again. Straight angle would be 180. Beautiful, guys. Okay, how big is a revolution? How big is a revolution? 360 degrees. So we all know this. I just had to say it to just make sure that we know. How big is an acute angle? Let's go back to acute angle. There's an acute N. Smaller than 90, guys. You can't say until 80 because we still have 81, 82, 83, 84. So acute angle is less than 90 degrees. Beautiful. And now we are on obtuse angle. What type of angle is that? Technically could be 89,99999 Tando. So it doesn't even stop at 89. Obtuse angle is from, well, greater than 90 because 90, we said it's 90, it's a right angle. So more than 90, but less than what, guys? Less than. Thank you. Less than 180. Then we're going to get to straight angle. Now we are on reflex angle. How big is a reflex angle? You guys know this. Thank you, Offensa. You've said the whole sentence for me. I should say greater than. I don't know what type of English I'm writing here, but as long as you guys understand what I'm saying, more than, greater than, bigger than, that one. But you guys understand. So this reflex is greater than or bigger than 180, but less than 360. I hope I don't forget any other angles. I don't think so. Now, I suggest you guys take a screenshot right now. Okay. Take a screenshot unless you're writing notes, then you can finish off your notes. Do we have any questions about any of these angles or confusion? I feel like this is stuff we knew. I just had to make sure that we all remembered our properties. Okay. I'm going to give you guys a few minutes. I see a lot of you guys are writing down your notes. I hope some of you are taking screenshots. Okay. Hoping we're all still with me. While I am waiting for everyone to finish off, I'm going to move this a little bit and I hope you guys can see. Nope, you won't be able to see. But I'll go, yeah, you guys can take a screenshot or you can watch this lesson again and the notes will be there. Let's do this. Now let's talk about adjacent angles. Have we heard about adjacent angles? Has anyone here heard about adjacent angles? Anyone? Nope. Yes, Oliver has. Beautiful. So adjacent angles have to have all of these properties. Okay. So they have to share a common side. They have to share a common arm. And they lie on, nope, vertex. One of these had to be a vertex. I just realized. So it's not side, it is vertex. So they have to share a common vertex. Because I was like, what? Common side. Where does the side come from? Like for a while, I was like, this doesn't make sense. So it's not side, guys. Let's do this before someone makes a mistake of writing. It's not side. Okay. It is vertex. What's a vertex? When my handwriting also went left. What's a vertex? Anyone? Corner. Thank you. Okay, it is the corner of an angle. And they have to be on either side of the arm. Okay. So let's check out what we have below. I want you guys to give me which angles in this specific sketch are adjacent to one another. Which angles, so you have to check, do they have a common arm? Do they lie on either side of the arm? And do they share a common vertex? Okay, so you need to tell me either 1, 2, 3, and 4. Between these, which pairs and how many pairs do we have of adjacent angles? Zianda says 1 and 2. Okay. Adjacent. So 1 and 2, I agree. Are those only two angles that are adjacent to one another? A vertex is a corner, Santrishka, so look there. Over there, where it's highlighted yellow. Maybe I should highlight it pink. There we go. Okay. 2 and 3. 2 and 3 are adjacent. Beautiful. I saw someone say 1, 2, and 3. Remember, 1 and 3 cannot be adjacent because they're not next to each other. Okay. The arm for 1 is over there, highlighted in yellow. But the arm for 3 is over there, highlighted in green. So they do not share an arm, which means they cannot be adjacent. Even 4. Why is 4 not an adjacent angle? I want to see if anyone can remember this. They share an arm, I agree. But there's one property that they do not meet. They do share an arm. But what property does 4 and 3 not meet, guys? We have 3 properties over here. Thank you, Zeketelo. Vertex. Look at where the corner or the vertex for number 4 is. It's all the way up there. And the one for number 3 is down there. So they do not share a vertex. So remember, when we ask you about adjacent angles, you need to check for all 3 properties. So you need to check, do they share a common vertex? Do they have a common arm? And are they on either side of the same arm? If they meet all 3 properties, then they are adjacent. Are we with me? Give me a thumbs up, a thumbs down. Thumbs up or thumbs down, are we good? Okay, I see a thumbs up, beautiful. If you're confused, please ask now before we move on. Okay, I don't see a thumbs down, so I'm going to move on. I'm going to assume we're all okay. Dwayne says, please explain the arm again. Okay, Dwayne, let's look at number 1 and 3 specifically. I think they're easy ones to see that they're not adjacent. Let's do this. So number 1 and 3, Number one, the arms of an angle are these things, these two lines that make up an angle. So those are the two lines for number one, right? They make up the angle 1. And then if you look at number 3, let's talk about number 3. Number 3's arms lie where? Over there and there. So they do share a vertex, but they don't share an arm. There are no arms that are overlapping here. You see, if I highlighted one of them with the same color, then we would say that they share the same arm. Okay. Can you see, please tell me exactly where I lost you? No. Yes. Okay, no. I didn't write anything as parallel, so you can't find anything with fun here. Okay. Yes, Eddie, that's fine. I saw your message. 2 is adjacent to 1 and it's adjacent to 3, but you can't say 1, 2, and 3. They are two separate pair of adjacent angles. So 1 and 2 are adjacent, 1 and 2, and 2 and 3 are adjacent. Okay, 4 can't be adjacent to any of them because its vertex is all the way up there and they share a vertex down here. Okay. So you need to look at all 3. Remember, the vertex means the corner, which is there, there. Arm means these lines that go and make the angles, and they need to lie on either side. So we have one arm over here, one lies on the left, and 2 lies on the right. So they're on either side. They meet all properties. Okay. Cool. Now let's talk about complementary and supplementary angles. I know my learners confuse these two angles all the time. Complementary angles add up to 90 and supplementary angles add up to 180. So if I say to you, X and 50 degrees are complementary. How much is X? Yes, Seketelo, how did you know that? Yes, Oral Dean. I need way more answers than this, guys. There's 91 of us in here. I should be getting way more responses in this. There we go. Yes, guys. Bohlali was like, I'll even add the degree for you. Hello, Slindile. Yes.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Ma'am, can I solve it? Can I tell you how I got 40?
Yes, let's hear.
I said x plus 50 is equal to 90 degrees. And x is equal to 90 minus, or 90 degrees minus 50 degrees.
Therefore, X is
40.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Lindile. I think we've done a lot of algebra and you should all be comfortable with it by now, like Slee. But if you aren't, that's okay, guys. We're going to keep learning, okay? So X and 50 are complementary, means they add up to 90. So if I'm going to write this in a sentence, okay, I can say X is the complement. Guys, it doesn't mean X is telling the other one that it looks good. X is a complement of 50 degrees. I'm saying the exact same thing. Okay. Y, not Y. Where did I find Y? Guys, 50 is also the complement of X. All that means is those two angles add up to 90. And then supplementary angles add up to 180. So then if I have, let's say 110 degrees and 70 degrees, then I can say 70 degrees is the supplement? A lot of vocabulary of 110 degrees. Okay, questions? I know someone might have a question now. Any questions? Is everyone still here? Okay, I still see everyone. Whew. I was gonna be like, hello. Please go to the side, that way, that way, that way. Okay. See, I'm turned. That is very creative. I wish I knew how to do that. I would respond with this all the time, guys, even in my work meetings. I'll send those, like, yeah, take this, it's fine. Okay, I don't see any questions. Okay, Tando. Supplement or supplementary angles add up to 180 degrees. So 70 and 110 are supplementary angles. Okay, so if I ask you, what is the supplement of 70? You have to know that it's going to be 70 degrees because they have to add up to 180 degrees. So let's see if we understand. Oh, okay, understand. We do. So thank you, ma'am. Okay, we're good. Now, here's a different property that we should all know. Angles around a point add up to 360 degrees, but we should know this, right? We started off by speaking about a revolution, and you all told me that a revolution goes up to 360. So if they go all the way around, then they have to add up to 360 degrees. Okay, so look here. It's going to be 65 degrees plus 105 plus 135 plus 55 all add up to 360 degrees. Always. Okay, so let's test if we are understanding this. If this angle on my right is 128 degrees, there it's written. How much is A? How much is A? 232. How did we get it? Seketelo and Oliver and Offense. Everybody is just on fire today. How did we get it? Thank you very much, Oliver. So you know these add up to 360, okay? So 8 degrees plus 128 degrees have to add up to 360 degrees. Geez, I realized I haven't been telling you reasons, guys. Remember in geometry, there are always reasons. So it's a statement and a reason. Okay, we haven't really done anything here. We just started with the reason part. Okay, so after you make the statement, A plus 128 degrees is 360 degrees. So let me write statement. That's what you're saying, right? On this side, we need a reason. Okay, I'm not going to try and draw a straight line because I know some people who are going to laugh at me. Not mentioning names, I'm just saying I know people, me. Okay, so we have our statement over there. So what is my reason for saying this? You're going to say because there are angles. Can you see how we write angles? Around a point. Oh, so we have to learn theorems and their reasons. Okay. So after this, then you can say A is 360 degrees minus 128 degrees. Therefore, A is 232 degrees. Yes, you can say that, Duane. Or maybe I should write in brackets. You could also say it's a revolution. I just forget because I barely use it. Okay. You can say that your reason is it's an revolution. Yes, or did they know themselves? Laughing at my line. Ma'am, how did you get? And then my computer decided it's going to stop reading the message. How did I get what? Okay, thumbs up, thumbs down on revolutions. Be honest if you need help. There we go. How did I get the answer? Tando, let's see what Tando has to ask. Yes, Tando?
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
I just wanted to find out, shouldn't it be a reflex angle because of A, it's only like half of the line instead of the whole thing.
What do you mean?
So, ma'am, you see, I think that's a 0 or an O, but
So,
like it's only on the left hand side when it's not the whole thing. Or even though on 128, is it like, does it also contribute to the whole thing, or is it
yes,
something else?
because look, this angle goes from this line, okay, all the way around that way. Okay, so 128 only accounts for this part over here. Do you see where I'm highlighting yellow?
Yes, ma'am.
So we know that if you're going to go all the way around, it has to add up to 360. So if 180 only accounts for that little piece over there, we have to know what this big piece out here has to be.
Okay.
So that A is for the whole left-hand side. Can you see it?
Okay, ma'am.
There we go. Okay, let's see other questions. Nope, nobody has a hand up. Someone asked me to go up. I did. I'm not sure if that's going to help. Let's do this. Maybe you want to take a screenshot of this. Yes, Bokang. Hello?
Ma'am, how do we check our reasons?
How do you?
How do we check our reasons?
You just tell us which theorem you used. So you told me that this adds up to 360 because you know that angles around a point add up to 360. But do you know what you can do, Bokang? You can ask your teacher, maybe in the next lesson. Let me make a note. I'm going to write a list of reasons for you, okay? So that you know how you can like write the notation of the reason. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
there we go. But now we just need to learn the reasoning behind it, so that when you learn it doesn't help to cram the reasons if we don't know where they come from. Do you agree?
Yes, ma'am.
There we go. So next lesson, I made a note. I will have a nice sheet with reasons for us. Okay,
Thank you, ma'am.
you're welcome. Okay. Tepang, no. We have the lovely Coco for that. Some people here must know teacher Coco. She's the one who does grade 10s. Okay. Okay, so it is last year's work, Bridget, because I'm teaching it to my grade 8s at school. So you need to remember. Okay, now we're going to talk about angles that are on a straight line. We just spoke about adjacent angles, right? We spoke about the angles that are adjacent, which meant they were next to each other. Now let's check here. These angles share an arm. See that I highlighted green. Okay, they share a vertex, which is over there. And they're on either side. One's on the left, one's on the right. So these are definitely adjacent. Okay, so if you have angles that are like this and they are on a straight line, look at AB, guys. AB is a straight line. It just goes straight across. So these angles are on a straight line. My highlighting was terrible. I tried to fix it, but I made it worse. These have to add up to 180 degrees. Okay, so in the case that we have over here, we have AB at 98 and an X degrees. How much is X? How much is X degrees? Thank you, Timothy. But there are so many of us, and there's 90 of you guys in here, and I expect more answers. Of course. I'm going to write the reason when I am doing the calculation for X. Thank you so much for reminding me. Oh my goodness. 82. Do we all agree? Okay, there we go. Answers coming in finally. Okay. So that will be 98 degrees plus X will be equal to 180. Now, the reason for this one, abbreviated, will be adjacent. ADJ stands for adjacent angles on a straight line. Okay, remember, I'm going to provide you with a sheet that shows you these reasons and how to apply them. Thank you very much. Zekatelo is already like, boom. Adjacent angles on a straight line. So after that, then you can say, therefore, X is 180 minus 98, which makes X 82 degrees. I always suggest my learners start from the first step so that if you use the wrong numbers, you don't lose marks. If you substitute the wrong number here and you skip the first step, you're definitely going to lose marks. Okay, but if I see that your method was right and it goes with my reason, I might give you those marks. So please always try to start at the first step. Let's not skip steps. Okay. Okay, Dwayne. Angles that are next to each other, adjacent. Remember we spoke about adjacent. Adjacent means next to each other. 125 and 155 are next to each other. Okay, they're adjacent. If they're on a straight line, which I highlighted so terribly, ACB is a straight line. Can you see that? If those angles are on a straight line, they will add up to 180 degrees. Now let's see here. Do we have a straight line? Yes, they're just confusing us because they tilted it. There's my straight line. Okay, so then 98, which is this one over here, plus X, which is the one adjacent to it, have to add up to 180 degrees. So that's what we did over there. Okay, this is step one. I'm telling you that 98 and X add up to 180. Now my reason, this is a shorthand form. Okay, let me write it in red. It's adjacent because they're next to each other. Angles on a straight line. Okay, Dwayne. So after that, we want to solve for X. So we need this X to be on its own. So I took this 98 and I took it over the equal sign. Okay, I just put it over next to the X. I took it over the equal sign. So that's why it became negative 98. And then you subtract them and it will be 82 degrees. There we go. The first diagram was just explanation. Okay. Cool. Are we good? I'm checking in. Adjacent angles on a straight line. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Wonderful. I see thumbs up. I even see a heart. You guys are so cute. Okay. And another heart. And Sia has this cute. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't see thumbs up, so let's go. Here's a challenge for us. Do we have a straight line? Yes. There are two ways of doing this. I want to hear what you guys are going to come up with. We want to solve for X. We want to solve for X. Exactly. Yes, Zianda. Hello.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Ma'am, could I please help you?
You want to try this one?
Yes, can I please help you?
Yes, let's go for it.
Okay. So we know that the square means 90 degrees because it's a right angle. So, and we also know that it's on a straight line. So we're gonna say X plus 29 degrees plus 90 degrees equals to 180.
Loving it. What's my reason?
Angles on a straight line.
Okay. Angles on a straight line or adjacent angles on a straight line. It's fine. Okay. And then what?
And then, ma'am, okay, anyways. So I thought I was gonna find the answer, but they helped me in the chat. You're gonna calculate it together, and then you're gonna get 119, 119. Then your answer number is 60.
Oh, okay. So you first added these ones.
Yes,
me
you
check.
add them together. X equals
Okay,
119
equals
minus
180.
180.
So 180 minus 119, and that gives you x is what?
61.
61. Beautiful, Zianda. That was beautiful. Thank you so much for being willing to unmute and speak. Love it. Whew. Guys, you guys are getting this. You guys are getting this. It's not that bad. It's not that bad at all. Okay. Let's do one last one before our brain break. Okay, this dude can go away. We need the space. Okay, now we're talking about two lines that intersect, and we're saying when that happens, it's two straight lines. Okay, when two straight lines intersect, then the opposite angles will be equal. So we have two straight lines here. We have line number 1, never mind. That was an attempt at highlighting, which didn't go well. Okay. We have line number 1, which is AB. And line number 2 is CD, and they are straight. So in that case, guys, in the middle, where they cross, the opposite angles, as in A and C, opposite, facing each other. Can you see that? They will be equal. Okay, so in our case now, A and C are equal, and B and D are equal. Do you see they're different color? I didn't say A is equal to B is equal to C is equal to, no. Okay, so the opposite angles are equal. If we don't behave, I'm not going to have a brain break, and I'm going to skip right to the bottom, and we will work. Come on, let's finish off strong. Okay, so my reasoning for this is they are vertically opposite angles. Okay, vertically, we said it's a vertex. So here's a vertex. So they are opposite sides of a vertex. Do you get it, guys? It makes sense. I think it makes sense. Cool. Now let's do this one on the side before our brain break. Let's do this one on the side. How would we do this one? It says 108, and on the other side, there's a 2p plus 30. Oh, okay. I'll go up just now to take a screenshot, okay? 2p is equal to 70. People are missing my first step, skipping my first step. What's going on? Oh. Thank you. Okay, well, that's the second step, but we're getting somewhere. Okay. So we start by saying 108 is equal to 2p plus 30. That is the first step, okay? And thank you very much, Shanda. My reason is vert up angles. So I'm saying exactly what I said in the previous one. They're vertically opposite angles. Okay, then after that, you can say, so 2p is equal to 108 minus 30 degrees, which is going to give you what? 78 degrees, I believe. You divide by 2 on both sides to get rid of it. Therefore, x equals 39 degrees, I believe. Right? 39 degrees. Thank you very much. Yes, you are correct, Dwayne. You are correct. Sianda also has a nice reason there in the chat. I see it. Siam Tanda. Oh, Siam Tanda wants the brain break. Yes, Siam Tanda.
Oh, hello, ma'am.
Hi.
Ma'am, ma'am, is it okay if you like swap them around? Because I did mine like the opposite way.
That's fine. That's fine. You got the same answer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, then that's fine.
Oh,
Okay.
and ma'am, before you carry on, can you please re-explain the other one?
Which one? Okay, let me go back.
The one that you did before this. Yes, that one.
This one.
Yes, ma'am.
The AD and BC one. A, B, C, D.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, no problems. Yeah. Okay. Hey guys. So what's happening here is we have two straight lines that are intersecting. Okay. So they're creating this X in the middle. So what I was saying is the C is the one that's opposite to A. Okay, so they have to be directly front opposite of each other. And the B is directly opposite to D. Does it necessarily mean that A is equal to B? No, that it doesn't necessarily mean that, okay? Only the opposite ones are equal. So the one facing A is the one opposite. So A and C, and then B and D because they're facing each other. Okay,
Yes.
are you feeling better?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Okay, let's go to our brain break. Sia's unmuted, so we might as well. Sia, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you rather never shower again or never cut your nails again? That's a tough one.
Ma'am, like both of them are up, like they're all worse.
People are saying nails, guys. You know how long nails get. Ew.
Ma'am,
Oh.
I would rather never cut my nails again.
You can't do anything to them, Simone. You must just let them grow. You can't bite them. You can't do anything. Okay,
But I
just
can still clean them, right?
so you're gonna see like, oh, that's so disgusting. Oh my god. Imagine your toenails and your shoes.
You, your socks are done for.
They're done. Like, Sia, oh my goodness, you're such a good sport. I'm dead. Zianda, let's see your question. Imagine the toenails, guys. Please think.
Okay. I'm ready.
Zianda,
Yes,
here
I'm
we
ready.
go. Would you rather be able to control the time or the weather?
The weather, man.
The weather.
The weather.
Girl, you don't want to post time.
No, man. You know the way it was so cold today. It made me think, no, weather.
Nah, I'd rather control time. Mm-mm.
What, you want to go back in time, man? For what?
I procrastinate a lot. So I would pause it. I don't have to go back, but I would pause it and then like do what I need to get done and then continue. Yeah.
Yeah, hey. That gig, man. Yo,
What you
don't
wear?
make
Easy,
anymore.
and is afraid of the cold.
Hey, I don't like, yo. And when you're next to the beach, man, when you're next to the beach, it's really cold.
See, and askis in it. Askis. Kamkhala's like pause and do multiple brain breaks. Guys, can you see that? Can you see that? Oh, I muted you by mistake. Sorry. Please unmute again. There we go.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi. Would you rather be in a room with a swarm of bees or a friendly tiger?
Some bees. Oh, a swarm of bees, ma'am.
Friendly.
Ma'am, Ma'am, a swarm of bees, ma'am, if you won't move, ma'am, the bees won't bite you or anything. So,
But
ma'am, I'll rather stay with the tiger can change on you,
the
ma'am.
friendly. It'll be fine. You'll be okay.
Ma'am, I hate dogs, ma'am. So why would I want a tiger? Nah, ma'am. Some of bees is fine. I won't move in that room, ma'am. I'll be standing still.
Guys, bees are scary. Woo! Have you ever been stung by a bee? I would never. One wrong move, those bees. Same. I have so much trust issues with bees,
No,
guys. Like, I'll go in with the tiger, it's fine. Can tlatamula me quick, fast. Bees are gonna take forever. Stinging, stinging, stinging. Tiger, one move, done. Finish. Kamukelo. Kamukelo. Kamugelo's not unmuting. There we go. Yes, Kamugelo. Okay, never mind. Someone called S mate or mate. I'm very curious to know how I pronounce that. Hello. Guys, is it my sound that's dead? Sandila has already answered. Would you rather eat a dead spider or a live worm? Simone. I don't know what Simone has to say.
That's a really difficult one. I think I'm gonna go with a worm. I don't know. I
The
don't know.
spider's dead. What if the worm lives on in your stomach?
I can't do the hair, like the hair on the spider. Like, what type of spider are we talking about? Like a daddy long legs?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't. I'll do the worm. I would do the worm.
I would actually do the spider, guys. I can't do it. The thought of a worm, a live worm, guys, it's slimy. It's oh.
A spider is too insecty. Like the worm still can like feel like food.
I'm traumatized by you guys. I'm done. What if spider babies? What if the worm lives on in your belly? What if the worm lives on? And it just chows away at your lining in your stomach and all of that. Guys, I can't do it. I cannot do it. I'm sorry. Oof. Ooh. Nope. Okay, I just traumatized myself. Guys, I put these questions here, but look how traumatized I am. It's like I'm here shocked at the answers, and I'm the one who put them. Then I'm like, what? Who asked that? I do. Okay, let us move on. Okay. Yeah, both are terrible, Nintendo. And that's what I aim for when I set these questions up. But now I'm traumatized. Okay, so here is a short summary of some of the stuff we learned. Okay, so you guys can take a screenshot if you would like. I'm gonna give you guys a few seconds, okay? Few seconds to take a screenshot of this while I look for my pen, which has now vanished apparently. Give me a few seconds while you guys take a screenshot. If you have any questions about what we did before this, please post them in the chat now. And then I'll be able to answer you once I find my pen, if I find it. Okay, it was on my laptop. I'm getting old. It was right on my laptop and it just rolled down when I moved it. Okay, that's a summary. You guys should be done if you were taking a screenshot. Now, if we're being honest, this is more the questions we're going to get in school. So combining all of the what? Knowledge, there we go. All of the knowledge that you have, how would you solve this? So the question would be X, Y, and Z, solve for X, Y, and Z. What do you guys think? Are we done with the previous angle? Yes, I think. Bokan, what do you mean? Yes. So here's the answer. Bokan. There. Okay. If you missed it, we can watch the video again. So we want numerical values for these. So someone has already told me that x is equal to 105, and the reason was it's vertically opposite angles. Okay, remember we need reasons as well. X is 105, and my reason is vert op angles. Wonderful, we've done X. What's next? Okay, y is equal to 75, but y is opposite to z. So we don't know what z is yet. What's my reason for y equals 75? And we skipped my first step, I believe. We skipped my first step. Thank you, Zeketelo. Adjacent angles on a straight line. So you're going to say y plus 105 equals 180. Adjacent angles on, I'm about to kick some of you out if you keep misbehaving. Adjacent angles on a straight line. And then you say y equals 180 minus 105. Therefore, y is 75. So these are the steps we expect, guys. Something can't be worth 4 marks, and then you just write a little bit. So you get one for your statement, your reason, and maybe the last one. Okay, so we expect to see more than just the answer. Yes, Oratile?
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
Ma'am, I have a question, ma'am. Ma'am, can we say Z is also equal to 105? Because, ma'am, if you turn like the screen around, ma'am, you can also give adjacent angles on a straight line, ma'am.
So Z is how much?
Ma'am, I think it's 105, ma'am.
Check. So you adding it with the 105, right? You're saying Z plus 105 is 180. And you said?
No,
adjacent?
ma'am, I'm saying like, ma'am, it might be like adjacent angles on a straight line, ma'am.
But that means you're going to have to use the 105. Do you see that?
Yes,
So you're
ma'am.
either going to use this line, or you can use the other one, but then you'll use Z with X. Can you see that?
Yes, ma'am.
And in that case, we're looking at the angle over here, right?
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
That's why I said Z plus 105 is 180, and that is adjacent angles on a straight line. Do you see?
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. And that, therefore, that's going to make Z 180 minus 105. Therefore, Z is also 75. Alternatively, you could have said, after you worked out Y, you could have just said Z is 75 because they are vertically opposite angles. Or, thank you, Offense, I didn't think about that. You could use angles around a point. You could add them all around and say they are equal to 360 degrees. So if someone once asked me, why do we use reasons? Because we want to know what you're using. Look how many methods there are.